My name is Trey Carskadon. I'm a fifth-generation Oregonian, born and raised in Portland, Oregon. Grew up on a small stream in urban Portland area called Johnson Creek, and that's where I got my introduction to fishing at a very young age. For as long as I can remember, I've had a passion for the fish and fishing. Very important part of my life. And I grew up knowing that an individual can make a difference. So when I was in high school, back in the 70s, I started to get involved with fish advocacy work and got actively involved in the latter part of the 70s. When I first started lobbying in Salem and going down talking to our state legislators, one of the things that I was struck by is when I walked up to the Capitol, you didn't have beavers, engraved in the side of the Capitol. You didn't have Douglas firs or, red cedar. You had salmon. And they're an icon of the Northwest. So that's kind of the irony of all this, is that it's so indelibly a part of the fabric of this region, and we're losing it. Look at the removal of lower 4 dams on the Snake River. Could be one of the most significant steps that we make here in the Northwest in not only recovering fish, but recovering the Northwest. We know that those dams are young dams. There's really very little reason for them to be there. By young, I mean they're 25, 30-year-old dams. They're earthen dams. What we've advocated for is partial removal of the dams to restore 144 miles of river to a free-flowing state. What you have is some of the most significant and important habitat, spawning habitat for salmon in the entire Pacific Northwest in the Frank Church Wilderness. Right now, those fish that used to make that journey in just a few days as they rode the currents downriver now have to struggle to get downriver. And as a result, many species of salmon have gone extinct from that area. And I come at this as a fairly conservative, politically being from a fairly conservative position. And when I look at all the features and facts of this, it doesn't make sense to have them in place. We've got 75,000 dams in the United States. So if we had 74,996, who's going to miss 4? What we're really talking about here is a balance that we've upset, that we're now trying to put back on track, and we act with courage and foresight and do the right thing, not just for the fish, but for the regional economy and for entire watersheds. And we take the politics out of the equation and put the science back into the equation. The economics justify removing the dams from a pure job standpoint. We know that the fish species will benefit enormously as a result of it, and we'll be able to literally recover very sensitive stocks. And with that, all the tourism dollars, all of the benefits in terms of habitat benefits that we bring back to the equation, and restoring areas that we had lost. When they put in Grand Coulee Dam, people stood by for 7 years and watched those fish beat themselves into extinction over 7 years. We're not going to stand at the base of a dam and complacently watch entire runs of fish wink out. This is a microcosm of much larger issues, and that is specifically that these fish are a barometer of the well-being of our habitat, of our watersheds. When they start changing, something else is changing, we should be concerned. But people typically don't get concerned until they open the faucet and the water's brown. Then they're concerned, but then it's too late. And that's the connection that we're trying to make today with our legislators, is this isn't just a commercial fishing or a sport fishing or an environmental issue. It's an everybody issue. We're talking about basic subsistence issues, clean water.